So, excuse me, to our vitel Freedom Club rep. Again, as stated earlier, you guys are in for an absolute treat. I have the absolute pleasure of introducing our speaker tonight, and this gentleman, I'm telling you, I don't know what he eats. There's so much energy, and I'm telling you, it's just a wealth of knowledge, in the industry as a whole. And he's none other than our senior vice president of marketing and training, and he just puts it down so lovely for us. And I don't know how he does it, or like I said, what he eats. But without further ado, I won't take any more of his time. I'd like to go ahead and introduce to you guys Mr. Jared Coleman. Are you on the line, sir?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, sorry. I thought I was on mute. I'll tell you, Blue, what I eat, I don't know if it's weeds, I don't know if it's, I'll give you a secret. In fact, I'm getting ready to make a company based around it. And Blue, we can probably bottle it up and sell it. Now watch people take that as face value. It doesn't matter. Folks, we have fun here at Vitel. Vitel is a company, and it's in its own name. It's life. VI. Go check the Latin dictionary. I say this tons of times. I just got off of a call literally 5 minutes ago, helping another team sharing this message, and we are excited. Hold on a second.
Great. That was muted. This conference is being recorded.
All right, guys. Now we're reading. But folks, I'm excited about just what we have at our fingertips at Vitel. If you're a business owner of Vitel, or even if you're not, if you're on the call for the first time, timing, positioning is everything. And great leaders like Mr. Luke Smith that was on the call that you just heard usher me in, I couldn't think of another person that not just usher me in, but just to really share a great message. If you don't know who she is, you got to reach out to her, because she's a person that cares for her people. She cares for her people. She's a great leader, and people like that go a long way. And that's what builds the heart of a company. Now, as in my experience helping build this company, what I've realized is what builds a company strong is its culture. And its culture is built not just Vitel alone is just a shell. It's a company, that's it. But it's the companies within inside of the company, meaning you, the teams, the people that build the dreams, the people are the driving forces of the engine that move a company forward. And that's what Vitel cares about. As we said, our company's about life. Now, our message is simple, because let me ask you simple questions here, and I'm going to share with you, just a few things coming up at our upcoming event, and just the impactful things we have rolling out at Vitel. But let me share with you really about Vitel and the message of what we call the Freedom Club. Not only, as I say, our company is about life, our company is about the freedom to live that life. Now, everybody you personally know, they use a cell phone, they use energy, they didn't even turn on the lights, they use the internet cable, and they pay a mortgage or a rent bill. Now, if you know any of these people, which is probably you on the call, let me give you guys some news. Let me give you some news right now. This is the call for you. Why is it the call for you? It's because Vitel is not only about customer acquisition on big name products that people use every day, but also about eliminating those expenses at the same time. This is powerful, folks. This is all about the Freedom Club message, helping people really to succeed. Now, I was just on this call recently, and just having one of the guests be able to, or one of the people be able to say, he got more than $500 of his household bill paid, and he did that less than a month. That's the power of the Freedom Club message. I know I've got tons of people on this call that have taken the Freedom Club challenge, that have conquered it even, and that have eliminated their everyday household expenses on the Vitel Freedom Club message. They don't pay a cell phone bill anymore. We pay up to $125. They don't pay an electricity bill anymore. We eliminate that up too as well. They don't pay their cable bill. They don't pay their even their business expense. They don't even pay. In fact, they even position themselves to get $750 by maintaining that volume. The value that's required to get into that level. That is just powerful. By maintaining $2,500 in volume, they've achieved, as at one point, what we call the Freedom Club Challenge. Not only eliminating their household expenses, getting $750 on top of that, but we didn't finish there. Because we recently rolled out, with the power of our great leadership, another great bonus program on top of the Freedom Club message, and that is the power to eliminate your rent or mortgage up to $1,500 a month. Now, if this is not for you at this point in the call, I highly recommend and suggest that you probably end the call, because this is not for you if you don't want to pay those expenses. But if it's for you, please stay on the call, because we've got some powerful information for you. So I suggest that you pull out a white piece of paper so you can take some copious notes and help yourself achieve the Vitel Freedom Club Challenge. Boy, I'm excited about just the position. Now, let me tell you about where we're at right now. You can write this on a piece of paper. Some people say network marketing, I'm not going to join this company because they've been around for a long time and there's a lot of, they've got a lot of saturation. Well, I'm going to give you some good news. Vitel is only 2.5, 3 years in the game. We're just getting our feet wet. We're just entering into the water, strong and powerful. In fact, wherever you're at, whatever marketplace you're at, it's untapped. What do I mean by untapped? It's untapped because every one of these people pay these bills every single month. Why do they switch over to Vitel and you get paid on your residual income? Or they take the Freedom Club Challenge, like you, if you're a business owner, or if you're not in Vitel, just by becoming a business owner, and they change their whole lifestyle altogether. The marketplace is open. See, Vitel positions people for greatness. Now, I don't know any other company that doesn't just eliminate a cell phone bill. We got a lot of those. We've gone and changed the game, and we eliminated every household expense. Therefore, our message transcends to every single person you meet. If you ask yourself the question, well, how do I do Vitel? Or how do I build this business? If you're at Vitel and you ask yourself, how do I build Vitel? Then I'm going to ask you a question. How do you pay your bill every month? I'll repeat that again, because that sounded good to me. If you're in Vitel right now, or even if you're not, and you go, well, how do I do Vitel? My question to you is how do you pay your bill every month? Because the same way you pay your bill is the same way you build your Vitel business. And it's that simple. Go out and share with somebody how you have eliminated expense. Invite somebody to this call and let them hear the life. See, we're about helping people change their life. Now, I'm going to give you another forewarning on this call. You're not going to hear us talk about doom, gloom, and something and problems. We got enough people that talk about that, right? We hear that every day. Go and take your own census poll. You can write this down in your notes. When you can do your own personal poll without even talking about business, without even talking about a network marketing opportunity, without even talking about, see, because our company, our business isn't a company, it's a lifestyle, it's a culture. And that's why I said that's what builds companies. But if you take notes, your own personal mental notes, just in a sphere of people you personally know, and just ask them a few questions, without even talking about business, and say, hey, do you pay a cell phone bill? You probably know where that answer is at. It's probably a rhetorical answer to your question, because you know every single person you encounter pays the bill. Now, the next question would probably be, you enjoy paying that bill? They're probably just going to say, I just do it because I have to. That's the point. Because people are conditioned to pay their monthly household bills without thought, without reason. We stress, we pull our hair out, we pray, we ask, we fast, we lose weight just to pay the bills. Now, if we got a message, and by the way, this isn't the federal government, we've got a message called Vitel Life that has been in the game for a while and doing this, and it's a hidden message that has not even tapped the marketplace in most major cities. It is getting ready to bust at the seams. The value is at stake here, folks, and the value of the message is ready to be sent out. For the business owners on this call, you are at a pivotal time, a critical time in this business, as we've reshaped and refocused and rebranded our life message here at Vitel. We are excited with the power of our leadership here to be able to achieve the greatest things. Vitel is excited for the future. And if you're part of Vitel, or if you're not a part of Vitel, you go, why is this guy excited? Why is he, he sounds like, he's not, he's not just orthodox talking, he's not, because we have changed a number of people's lives through our Freedom Club message, and also allowed them to walk away from their job and build residual income value. Now, folks, coming here soon, as we started to market out our Social product. which is going to be taking place of our benefits network in a 7x7 matrix, which means stronger residuals, greater Freedom Club bonuses, and faster acquisitions. Social will allow us to expand the footprint of the message of Vitel to a global footprint, which goes from just 330 million Americans to literally overnight when we launch the Social product, 7 billion people that have access to the Vitel Freedom Club business model. How powerful is that? How powerful is the message of Vitel of life? Now, if you don't believe in life, no, I'm not going to finish that. But the power of the message of life and what is involved in everybody's everyday life is paying their everyday expenses. As I said, we're a customer acquisition business. We represent some of the biggest name providers on the products and services in the industry. Whether you say Vitel's not for me, you probably have a Verizon, Sprint, or T-Mobile cell phone or a prepaid carrier. You probably pay electricity bill. Vitel is in the electricity market. And with the deregulation of energy, let me tell you, it's a great shift. In fact, Warren Buffett and Bill Gates, they both said, whether you take my word for granted, go research for yourself, you know Mr. Warren Buffett and Bill Gates, they have merit. They have said, with the deregulation of energy and cash, will be the greatest transition of wealth ever. See, you can position yourself with Vitel tonight. Getting back with the person that has invited you to this call, to be able to allow yourself to eliminate your expenses. By you partnering up with Vitel, it positions you to already partake in the Freedom Club. So if you go, how do I partake in the Freedom Club? Just becoming a part of Vitel. You are already on the challenge books. You are already ready to take the challenge and share that message. So let's go back to your copious notes, your fullness notes, where you can take, and I want you to write these aspects down right now for you, I should say. Write down what you spend for your cell phone bill. You can do it in your head. You probably already know. Write that down. Now write down what you pay for your energy bill. Okay? Now the next one. Write down what you pay for your cable bill. Write down now what you pay for your rent or mortgage. Now write down even what you pay for your car payment if you have one. Folks, total that number up. I want you to total that up. Just as close as you can get, round that number up. Some people will say that their number is 1,000, 1,500, 2,000. Let me tell you this. We're taking the Freedom Club Challenge, which I know I have a lot of challengers on the call. People who have taken the challenge, conquered it. The people who are in the business just started and ready to take that challenge and eliminate their expenses. On that note, total that out. And that is your goal. If you question yourself, how do I do this business? How do I do Vitel? As I said already, if you know how to pay your bills, you know how to do Vitel. So I want you to visually look at your goals. That's why I want you to write them. That's why it's important. I created a new form that we're sending out. It's going to be in the back office, but you can do it on a white piece of paper. Put down those bills and look at them. Because I can tell you, I've sat down with a number of people when they actually say, I never knew I was paying all of these bills. I never knew the total. Most people don't think about it when they actually, what's their outgo out of their house. Now, let's talk about what your income, that was good. Wow. What your income is. We can talk about this, write down your outgo, but we're going to talk about through the Freedom Club message, your income. Now, I want you to understand this about Vitel, that the Freedom Club is just one bonus program inside of Vitel to pay and compensate you. So if you think, is this company only paying people's household bills? Wrong. We got the strongest residual income on the products or services, bar none. And with the launch of the Social product, let me tell you, you're going to want to be in this company, and you're going to want to reach the regional vice president position. Because the regional vice president position with the Social product, not only going global, gets a cut out of the whole company's earnings, even if you're not in the downline. Now, some of you are so worked up and going, oh, excuse me? Exactly. Hopefully you fell off your chair at that point in the game. Not only that, by positioning yourself in Vitel, if you're new, you're allowing yourself, if you get yourself positioned to an NSE or RVP within the 6 months, if you hit NSE, you position yourself to get a $25,000 bonus on top of everything. Starting day one, if you start today. And if you hit RVP in that same time frame, you position yourself for $100,000 bonus on top of everything. Now, some of you guys are like, now that's big money. If I spoke to the people who are looking to the small or to the great, hopefully I'm hitting you right between the eyes, because that's the Vitel Freedom Club message. Let me tell you, I'm a pretty direct person because I believe in challenging every single person for greatness. Because when Lou said, what do you eat when I wake up? I eat success. I don't eat failure. It's unacceptable in my mind. I wake up every single day saying, if I fail, I don't just fail me, I fail everyone. And that's what wakes me up every single morning. It's the hope to build hope for others. Now, the person that invited you on the call, they wanted you to hear this message because they believe in the power of Vitel. We can't, and I can't convince you of that matter. But what I can ask you to do is whatever you do in life, you always take a step of faith. You always take a step. I'm going to do this. We pay our bills without question. Vitel has created a system that works. And if you follow that system, it will work. I'm going to repeat that again. Vitel has created a system that works. And if you follow a system, it works. Now, I survey successful companies, how they are successful and how companies rise to how companies even fall. And what I see across the board is every company that is successful cares about its people. That's why it's in the power of the Vitel Freedom Club message in our culture. But also, it has a system. And I told you, writing down that piece of paper, following that simple system, I think everybody on this call can achieve that. To every leader on this call, I'm speaking to you. To every person, as I said, who just joined or looking in. Make sure you get back to the person that invited you to this call and let them know, I'm ready to be a part of Vitel. Let me tell you something too. You don't have to try to figure it out, because every network marketing and direct sales company has what we call a confusion plan. You can confuse your own message if you want to. But if you stick with the Vitel Freedom Club, you will fulfill every bit of the compensation plan within the Vitel business model. Because you're going to find a customer that's going to want to renew their contract and get a new cell phone payment. You're going to find a person that wants to move to $35 unlimited talk, text, and web plan, or a $50 unlimited plan nationwide. You're going to find somebody that wants to renew their dish or move over to Comcast Bright House Internet, and you're also going to help them eliminate that bill. Talk about that. Well, I'm talking to you guys on the phone, and I'm sweating like a preacher. I want you guys to know I have fun what I do, and I love the people that I work with, the leaders on this call, because these are the people that have built our company to greatness. Partner and link arms with Vitel. If you're not a part of Vitel, what you're going to figure out very quickly is that we're a forever increasing family. I've made so many friends in building this company, and in doing so, I've met genuine people. That's why I love network marketing. Because it allows you to encounter people you would have never encountered in your life. You know, as you shut off the box thinking, I don't know, I talked to all my contacts, Mr. Coleman. I talked to all my contacts, Mrs. Lou Smith. I don't know who to talk to. Well, Mrs. Lou Smith, if you call her up, was probably going to say, how many of these people you know pay these bills every month and are like doing that? How many people do you know right now in your cell phone? With no excuses. Now, that's the next call to action, as I share with you guys this new up-and-coming event. On that same piece of your paper that you wrote down those bills, here's the call to action. I want you to write down the list of the people right now, and obviously you're going to be doing it after the call. Write down it, and don't discriminate on who you're writing down, because if you make the decision, people have the habit, I'm going to write down Mike Jen, Frank Salazar. Mike is probably not going to do it, so I'm going to check him off the list. Frank, I'm not going to talk to him about business. We're not talking about business here, people. I know that from experience, because I've been in network marketing quite a while. I know. I'm the NFL club. We're not talking about a business. If you're talking to people about a network marketing opportunity, let me dumb down your words for you. You're messing up. Because that's not what Vitel's about. Yes, we are a company. You can't refute that. But what we are is a culture. People by nature are going to pay these expenses. So let's go back to that piece of paper and look at your notes. Put those people down, because every one of those people, and I'm not a genius, and I'm not a person that can read people, but I can do that. But I can tell you, One thing on your notes when you write it down is every one of those people, whether you say, I'm scared to talk to that person, or I don't know if that person will be interested, they're going to pay these everyday expenses. So all you got to do is share with them a simple message. Hey, you got to listen to this. If you think it's a network marketing company, great, doesn't matter. You got to listen to this because let me give you this. vitel is something that is, we don't need the people in a sense. With this message, they need the message. And that's the mentality you have to have with this business because that's what success, that's what I need. I know for a fact our message everybody relates to because everybody pays a household expense. That's bar none. So go through your notes and invite them. Get them on a 3-way call with the person that got you into your business, your upline, and invite them to a call because this is a call that's important and that's why we're fired up here at vitel. It's because we know we've got a message that hasn't quite yet hit to the masses of people, but it's coming. It's coming and it's on the rise. Are you going to be the one that helps create the waves, or are you going to be the one that's washed by the waves? Only you can decide. But I can tell you, in this critical time, and this is where you take action, that the person on your list that you said, I'm not going to do it, or I'm not going to, I don't know if I'm going to jump in this business, but I don't know what I'm going to do. What you're going to find in this is that the people that are in your business, those are the people that you would have shared with, would have been in your business. But somebody's going to, you're going to get that message and you're going to build their business big. vitel, the lifestyle and culture, folks. As I wrap this up, let me tell you, our Houston event is in the message called the Houston Impact Event. I'm going to tell you, we moved into August 14th, August 9th and 10th, excuse me. You want to get to this, and why we did that is because we got so many products and different things, and website changes and modifications coming up. We want to make this event the biggest and best event known to man. We want to allow so many people with the new coming changes, with no auto shifts, to be able to run and not just walk, but run in. And I'm going to tell you, because this is where I'm going to personally be hosting this, and I got a carved off 2-hour time specifically for it alone, is recognition. I want that whole entourage of people, literally, where we're almost falling off the stage, of how many people have taken the Freedom Cup Challenge and we cannot even hold capacity on that stage of people who've taken a challenge and gotten at least one bill eliminated. And when you get one bill eliminated, you're positioning yourself to take a vitel Freedom Cup shirt message where you've taken the challenge, you've earned it. Folks, as I close here, I'm going to tell you this. Get back to the person that invited you to the call. Make the decision. I'm going to give you 2 guarantees before I let you go. You're going to say to yourself, this guy was too hyped up. Probably it's not for me. Well, guess what? Paying your bill is for you. So I'm going to guarantee you, this time next month, if it's not for you, you will pay that bill next month. You will pay your cell phone bill, your internet, your gas, your electricity, your mortgage, and your rent, your car note, even for $250 in your pocket. You will be paying that. It's a guarantee. That's not a threat. That's a guarantee. Another guarantee is this time next year, if you're not a part of vitel, you'll be doing the same thing. Now, with that being known and said, what is the calming symptom, or to be able to eradicate that symptom? I've got the message for you. That's called vitel. Now, I'm going to give you the last little parable, and I'm going to go straight out. If you had a message in your hand, if you had an antidote, and there was a village that needed this antidote to cure everybody in the village, would you hold that message back, or would you be joyous and say, "Well, I got the antidote, and I'm going to share with these people"? Now, that's only for you to wrestle in with yourself personally, but obviously, I know the question what most people will say is absolutely. That's what you have here at vitel. If you got a message, it's a blessing to be able to share with somebody. Hey, I can help eliminate your household expenses, because not many people can do that. Not many companies can do that. We're the only ones, in fact. And we've been doing it for quite a while, so we know how to play the game. So I stand here in confidence, and I stand here to challenge everybody on the call, business owner to new person listening in. And the call of action is take the challenge and shed off the excuses, because the success, there's no excuse when it comes to success. Take care, and I will challenge you to see you at the Houston event August 9th and 10th at the top. Take care for now.